Hello. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Let's see if we can do, I would say, anything else
This is the story.
in this particular run. We did a lot of
All
failing
of his
to
co-workers
get
were gone.
different
What could it
endings.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he
So
had
let us
simply missed a
see
memo.
what else the game has to offer us.
When Stanley came to a
I think
set
we've
of
done
two
this
open
before, but I'm
doors,
going to go
he
this way.
entered the door on his left.
It's a weird thing to say about a game that has so much random stuff, but
Coming to
I have a plan
staircase,
today.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I don't remember the code still. One day.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in
2845?
disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held? Stanley was in such a rush to get through
Got
the
him.
story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to
2845.
just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I do like the calming New Age music. Anyway, so like I said, I have a plan, which I don't know if that means much in this game.
Stanley calmly walked
But-
forward into the opened passageway.
I am going to try two things I am pretty positive I've never tried before. The first one is coming up, actually. Because if you saw the last video, you may know we did a lot of going to the mind control center and trying to stop it from exploding. And we got exploded every time.
Question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred
But
to
I
him?
am going to
This
do
question would
the
not
escape,
go unanswered for
whatever
a
that
while.
is.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
And
door that read
this way.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the
Oh.
end of this hall, Stanley would meet his
That doesn't
violent
seem good.
death.
That is kind of funny.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every
Well, I'm
opportunity
100%
to
just
turn
holding
around
W
and get
now.
back on track.
This is just like Infinite Hole.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Ooh. Bye-bye. Is it Infinite Hole? Infinite Hole the second? Ooh. But I'm alive. Ooh.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye-bye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
Oh, I
metal
can move
jaws.
around.
In a single
That's
visceral
very funny.
instant, Stanley was obliterated.
Wait,
as
this is
the
a different
machine
narrator.
crushed every bone in his body, killing him
Can I-
instantly.
Can I leave? I can crouch? Oh. Didn't even think about that.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game
Oh,
back
can I
in his
die?
office as
I actually
alive
kind of want
as
to see if
ever.
I die.
What exactly did the narrator think he was
So
going
why
to
is the narrator
accomplish?
different?
When every path you can walk has been
What?
created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What is this? Is this new? Like, I can't tell if this was in the original game or not. Solitaire, nice. Employee database. Or just installing something. Wait, are these the actual game credits? What? I'm so confused. Why is this so big? Ooh, aliens. Would wage war against the raider. Man, I wonder if the Battlefield Alien ending is still in. Like I haven't seen a bunch of those yet. Why is this room so big? What? Oh, there's a phone. This is so interesting. I think this is deluxe edition only, it looks like. Also, this place is gigantic. Is this literally just like a bunch of, like a museum for a bunch of the game's design? To confusion ending? Where's the confusion ending? This event? I guess this is prototypes? I've never seen these. What's the Zending? Oh, I see. Does not exist anymore. Yeah, I think this is new content, if I had to guess. This is cool. This is like a game design document at a museum. It's also, like, I've said this so many times, but it's so massive. What? What is this? Oh, I see. This is where I started, right? No. And that does say exit. That seems reasonable. What about this, though? Wait, how do I get there? No. I'm so lost, actually. How have I seen so many different places? Yet I feel like...
Stanley stood on the roof.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Now then, this elevator for sure will get him.
Yeah, like I said, there must be so much dialogue in this game. Wait, this is the credits room. What the hell? How'd I get back here? Well, this is cool. I assume this is just like a very normal Easter egg. Let's go here. I don't know what this does, but there's a switch I can press.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
It's cool they had a
No,
separate
perhaps not.
another narrator added.
Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone
That's
else's
kinda true.
path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I mean, the game is kind of right. Alright, well, that was fun. Let's see what else we got.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
I wonder if
meeting
the ending
room.
is the
Perhaps he had
same
missed a memo.
if you don't fall down. I assume so, but I'm also not
Stanley
in the
came
mood
a
to
set of
check.
2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
And like I said, today I have a plan. So that was plan number 1, was to do that and see what happened. And apparently, we get crushed to death. So today, we're going to try something else.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was
One day
nothing
I will
here,
wait in the broom
so he
closet
turned
again.
around and got
I'm going to go down. I don't think I've
coming to a
ever
staircase.
gone down.
Stanley walked
Maybe?
upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, terrifying. Yes, Stanley.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines
And Figlies.
What do you think, Stanley?
Figley's a good
what
name.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Why is every other choice terrifying?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No.
All of my co-workers blinking
It's a loop.
mysteriously out of existence in a single moment
Oh,
for no
no.
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Oh, no.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet? when he
That's
looked
true.
down? Why did doors close automatically
Well,
behind
that
him
one I can
wherever
remember.
he went? And for that
If I go
matter,
the other way.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
No.
Were they simply repeating?
Oh, goodness.
No, Stanley
We're in a
said to
time
himself,
loop.
This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Although I think this is
I'm
very fun.
dreaming! He yelled.
I don't think I'm
This
dreaming.
is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt.
Oh, God,
to
how long am I going to have to
finally
do these
found an
loops?
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared.
Ooh.
It was so much fun.
This is cool.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
No.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
I'm missing an area.
Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Yeah, this is
everything
getting
that I'm
small,
doing and thinking?
I think.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley.
Yeah, this is
who
not
found
the
it
same number of rooms as we had
particularly
before.
strange. I'm dreaming about
We're
a
missing the
voice
car park room.
describing me, thinking about how it's
Wait, this is
describing my
back.
thoughts, he thought.
What?
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's
I go
asleep, he
backwards?
doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley
No, I can't
is
go
as awake
backwards.
right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Ooh, bedtime.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
Can't
he
quite
thought to
see.
himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named
what?
Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
Mariella percent?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
But isn't that Stanley?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood
It's funny that
there,
you can quit the game at
staring
any time.
down at the
But
body,
I guess that makes sense. It's a game.
and then she turned and ran.
Bye-bye. Assume that's the ending. Okay. I wonder if there's
All of his
any
co-workers
other
were
endings I
gone.
could do. Those are the
What
two
could it
things I had
mean?
planned.
Stanley decided to go to the
I
meeting
don't
room.
remember.
Perhaps he had
Well, I think I
simply
have
missed a
gone
memo.
right before, but I think it's been a while. So maybe let's finish the video by going right.
When
That
Stanley
has been
came
a
to
long
a set
time.
of two open doors, this was not
I mostly
the
go
correct way
left,
to the meeting
which
room,
I don't know what
and
that
Stanley knew it perfectly
says
well.
about me.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
Don't think
lounge
I've
first,
gone
just
this
to admire it.
way since.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour off, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think I've done. Have I done that before? I've definitely gone here before. Okay, you know what? Let me go this way. I don't think I've ever been this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, does this just loot me? Oh, that's so interesting. I can go down here. See, isn't this fun? Okay, I've definitely never been this way before then. So that's good.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
No, I don't.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yes.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay, just making sure there was no other way I was allowed to walk.
Oh, no. No, it's
Dang
to the
it.
right. My mistake.
I got
No,
baited.
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Where do I go?
It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Ooh. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here
Hello.
yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Never.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
No.
The story completely
No.
unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What?
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Well, now we know what I'm gonna do.
All of his co-workers
Oh,
were gone.
the balloons are
What did it
gone.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
The
a
bucket's gone. Sequel is now paused. So we're gonna do it again.
moment.
Oh
Stanley...
God.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Oh boy.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
You think?
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I did not.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
That's a good
It was
question.
right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh
Let's
boy.
find the story.
I don't know which way to go. Let's go this way. Oh boy, this might take a while. Is every door just open? Oh, I'm on this side now. It's fun.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've
Oh,
ever
it's
been
not
on. I
that
can promise
bad.
you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I think
Well,
the
I find it
game's...
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Wonder what else... Wonder if there's a Stanley Arena out there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
assume
to
the
go to
game's in
meeting
trouble.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. I think it's funny that you want to open other things and do things, but for the most
Aha!
part...
I knew we'd missed something.
What the hell?
Story. Here it comes.
What am I doing?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
My office is gone. Oh, goodness. Oh. Oh, boy.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
It is correct.
Do you
The
remember,
door's gone.
Stanley?
That's crazy.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Yay!
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
I feel great
We both
about it.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not
What do you mean
one of
win
those
fair and square?
situations.
This game has no
Okay,
win fair and
I'm
square.
getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right,
Adventure line.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is
What
that?
if I don't follow the line? This is wrong.
You see,
right?
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I really want to not
Here's
follow
a
the
thought.
line.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into
I wonder if
being
these are just
via
loops.
the very
I think they are.
manifestation of the
This is
nature
just a
of
loop,
life
right?
itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
Sure.
Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
I think it is, yes.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Turns out we do, in
You know
fact,
what?
have to follow the
I
line.
think what we need right now
Ooh,
is a
music.
bit of music to lighten the mood.
It is notable, and I've actually only just realized this. Apart from the very specific times where the game tells you there's music, there is no music in this game. I don't know how that never occurred to me before. I like this song. Oh no. Oh no. I think we're in trouble. Where the hell are we? Oh! New Stamarines, Figlies.
Wait,
There's a lot
got the
going on.
music?
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later
Really?
in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Okay. I've studied the fern.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Bro, where am I? Ooh.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh boy. Can't wait for this.
You know what, Stanley? I
No.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people,
Kinda
right?
true.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure.
Now, Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it
Oh
could be
god,
anything.
it's a
What do
circle.
you want our story to be?
Wait,
Go
how did they
wild.
make a room that was
Use
a
your
perfect circle?
imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley.
After I walked
I'm
in
ready
from somewhere
for it.
else. That's really cool. Also kind of terrifying. Guess I gotta keep going. It wasn't a circle. This is a circle, right? Be just this part is a circle. This part's definitely a circle. It doesn't. It's like a spiral staircase, but it doesn't look like it's going up. Oh god. Never mind. It's just a circle. Oh no.
Oh no, not
How
you
does this
again.
game do
Stanley,
this? So
I'd also
impressive.
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I can only really walk this way, if I'm being honest with you. That's funny. Ooh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse
How's my
door
circling?
that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
I don't know.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
I think this
starting
game
from the right,
might
let
be
us
more
ask,
complicated than
will
the movie
taking
Tenet.
the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts,
Oh no,
the
it's like
door
the
on
Princess
right
Bride
is the
dilemma.
correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Inconceivable.
Our destiny
Can I go left?
awaits.
No. What?
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
After a long time, Stanley dies.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now,
Find a
according to the
bookstore.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in
Is that
all of
actually how
this?
long I've been
Is
playing
it
the
really?
ending for? I think that's probably
No, it
true.
can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
I wonder what happens
won't
if I
restart
restart the game.
I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
I would like to go to the bookstore.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean did
See?
we do it? Did we break the
Find a
cycle?
bookstore.
The
Could be
whatever
me.
it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us?
Can I sit down?
Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
No. This seems like a regular restart. Oh, alright. Well, that was fun. Got a few endings this time. Definitely feels like a bit more variety than the last video. But it does seem like there's still so much to find out. This game seems to have seemingly endless endings and lots of weirdness, but also a lot of fun. As always, like, comment, subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. And it's been fun. This game is absolutely kooky. I'm still really enjoying it. Yeah, don't have anything else really to say than that other than thanks for hanging out.